Well, hello everyone. My name is Juan Camilo Sainz.
And my name is Daniela Martinez.
Today we're just going to explain an English for specific purpose course designed as a result of a needs analysis we carried out like 1 or 2 months ago to some students from the music undergraduate program from the Universidad de Cordoba. For this, it was necessary to select 5 students in different ages in the 4th level in order to apply the survey in order to identify the necessities, the likes, the wants, and the desires to have when learning English. For this, it was necessary also to set goals of a course. So the main goal was to make the right use of the function of the English language for music, file, or industry. With this, we just want to students make internalize the communicative purpose the English language has. The second goal is the identification of specific vocabulary related to music for technology and science. Here, we can identify 2 main aspects, technology and science, of being focused in and the English for specific purposes in music.
Okay, for this, it was necessary to apply some questions to 5 students from music undergraduate program, and they were from 29 years old to 21. Okay, the first question was, ¿por qué está tomando el curso de inglés? Uno de ellos dijo que fue por gusto, dijo que él lo estaba tomando por gusto. 2 de ellos dijeron porque pensaban que era importante y los otros 2 dijeron que pensaban que era por obligación. The second question was, ¿cómo clasificas tu desempeño en las siguientes habilidades? Aquí en la parte que está verde podemos ver que es el área de escucha, la parte amarilla es la parte del habla, la parte naranjada es la parte de lectura y la parte azul es la parte de escritura. Y así podemos ver que las áreas en las que ellos están, no están tan bien son en las áreas de habla y en el área de lectura y escritura. The third question was, ¿de qué forma te gustaría aprender inglés? Y la mayoría de ellos estuvieron de acuerdo que viendo películas en inglés. Otra minoría dijo que escuchando canciones en inglés y otros de ellos dijeron que realizando juegos de roles. Otra pregunta fue, ¿cuál de los siguientes temas te gustaría aprender? Y como he sabido que son estudiantes de música, pues la mayoría de ellos dijeron que música, pero hubo uno de ellos que dijo tecnología. Okay, in the target needs, it was applied. This survey was applied to the head of the Department of Music, and he said, ¿el inglés es usado en esta empresa? Él dijo que solamente era usado algunas veces. Next. ¿Cuál es el propósito para estudiar inglés en esta empresa? Él dijo que simplemente para estudiar, porque para reuniones, para hacer videoconferencias, para leer y para otros no se utilizaba el inglés. ¿Qué habilidades de inglés se manejan en esta empresa? Él dijo que en la lectura, el habla, la escucha y la escritura es muy poco usado el idioma.
Well, according to the needs analysis, it was necessary to the design of a syllabus. For this reason, we have decided to design or to set 3 main objectives for the syllabus as such. So the first one is to develop reading and speaking skills in English as a second language for music students based on their likes and the necessities. In the first objective, we can identify that according to the results, the reading and the speaking skills were the 2 main skills that they need to emphasize more. In the second objective, it's related to the reinforce the reading and speaking through a specific task and topics of interest. As we know, we are just trying to reach the communicative purposes and the main function of the language. As such, in this part, we are just going to be focused in the reading and speaking through a specific task, which are for communicative purposes, and they are also focused in the student's interest. And the third one is to put into practice the function of a language through the previous skill. Well, we can see that this one is very related to the second and the second objectives, but here we're just going to put into practice the language as such. For designing the syllabus, it was necessary to take into account the four main skills: grammar, vocabulary, reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Well, we know that the four main skills are reading, listening, and speaking. But grammar and vocabulary, we decided to include these because we are going to make the students identify the different terms and the different main words related to the music. So we have two units. The first unit is called It's My Life. And the grammar part, we have different topics such as have got possessive trees and there are possessive pronouns. Because with this grammar, we are going to identify some vocabulary such as my instrument, my sounds, and describing my instrument. In the reading part, which is the ones we want to emphasize more, we are just going to use different readings such as using music for understanding the world. This is a very important reading. And the second one, which instruments are in your bag as a question. In the listening part, we have some important tasks or important activities that will be developed with the students. In the first one, we have music as an art. That's a listening for identifying details. And here in the listening, we have already program for comparing. In the speaking part, describing preferences in type of music and talking a little bit about the music history. With this, we just want to explore, to make the student discover the origin of the music. In the writing part is the description of the music genres. While in the second unit, it is focused on singers as such. The grammar topic is simple present, affirmative expressions, simple present, negative adjective pronouns, and simple present questions. So the main tense is the simple present as a whole. And the vocabulary, the singers by genre, and the reading, singers that have impacted the world. And the reading part, the rocks as a main reading. In the listening, interviewing a famous singer, the students would be listening an interview applied to a singer from another country using an American English. And here in the speaking part, they will be talking about their favorite singer, describing the physical appearance and the vocabulary learned previously. And here in the writing part, they just have to write a letter to their favorite singer. Well, regarding the methodology, we know that this syllabus design, English for specific purposes syllabus design, is based on sequence type, that's the method, which is based on different skills, So we have activities, and we have tasks in order to reach and student the communicative purpose of the language. So we will be using different tasks, such as listening, such as brainstorming for vocabulary, for the previous vocabulary they were supposed to learn. And the second one, we have comparing, as a finding preferences, listening the radio program. They will comparing different opinions, different points of view that the different singers will be talking there. And discovery, learning about the origins of the music. They will be reading about the origin of the music, and they can do inferences. And debating for a speaking skill. For the development of the speaking skill, they have tasks related to debating about preferences, saying, I prefer this one because this and this and this, providing different reasons. And finally, in the evaluation part, we have the learning assessment and the course evaluation. In the learning assessment, we have achievement test and the proficiency test. For achievement test, students, we have to set if students are able to achieve the goals of the design of the course, if the students were able to reach the different objectives, the different goals of the course. And the proficiency related to the skills. are they able or they were able to reach the different skills that were in which we were focused in? That's why we will be applying the achievement test and the proficiency test. For course evaluations, students will be given test results in order for teacher to identify the result of the course, questionnaires, and discussions. Here in discussions, students can provide opinions, they can debate with other students if they were good, if they were wrong, how they felt in the course. Well, just enough that was everything related to the design for English for specific purposes, concerning a needs analysis and identification of the needs, the likes, the wants, and the desires of a student for music undergraduate program in the University of Cordoba.
Okay, it was a pleasure for us to share with you, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.